This is a live look at Carter Finley Stadium in Raleigh, North Carolina. It's the Pittsburgh Panthers and the NC State Wolfpack. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
The Wolfpack head coach told me before the game he understands this is a huge conference matchup with the 7-game winning streak on the line, but more importantly, conference play and ramifications for a conference championship. This is a huge matchup today, and he has warned his team, keep the streak alive by doing your job today. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. On the run from inside his own 5. So Pittsburgh's offense will get first crack at it today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field. And David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that
they get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quick give. It's Smith. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after you. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. So the NC State Wolfpack comes out and they'll have the ball for the first time. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Right side, it's Joyner. There he goes. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Just feeds the running back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. And the try is no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Dumps it off in the flats. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Now on first down from the 30. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Over the middle, it's Smith. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. The run inside. It's Overton.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20.
There he goes. Inside the 10. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. Takes the handoff. It's Scott. Pass to 6. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Got him on the RPO. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. They'll run it. Driven back.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the second and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a third down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
NC State looking to convert the 4th down here. Snapped it, and he has to have it. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. The Pitt Panthers offense out there to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Motion from the wide receiver. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
And this QB already in the first quarter has taken some serious punishment. He got sacked a bunch, got hit a bunch. He's been targeted a lot. This offense needs to find some answers before we're going to be looking at his backup playing some serious snaps.
Makes the catch. It's Robinson. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. 2nd and long here. Sells to fake. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And it's no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. And he fires over the middle, it's incomplete. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Wants to throw again. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Out wide left, it's Joyner. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Snags it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, North Carolina State! Extra point here will tie the game. And he knocked that one right down the middle. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. From deep, it's Hicks. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Straight ahead, it's Overton. And it's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Back to pass, it's Bailey. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for room, it's Scott. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Austin. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
2nd down to the air. Comes down, it's Robinson. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Fresh set of downs going up top. Turns it upfield. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The completion picked up 6 yards on 1st down, now 2nd and 4. From the gun. Lets it fly on the move. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. Inside the 30. He's at touchdown. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Caught in the backfield, it's Yates. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. Pitt right back to the line.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touch.
Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Wolfpack. How about this defense taking one back to the house? No mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, the defense is winning this game, and they are helping out their own cause. That's the 2nd time they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. You know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but you can't make mistakes against this unit, and it has absolutely killed this team early in this game.
He'll bring it back from in, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Almost a disaster on that return, but they jump on it, and they'll maintain possession. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. There's no question this team is reeling down 28-7, and they have to find a way to get a score on the board with this drive. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Turns up, it's Yates. He makes the tackle at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and they'll have a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Motion from the wideout. Keeps it moving. It's Overton. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. He's there to make the stop.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Here comes the heat. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. They have it once again in spectacular field position. Cashed in the last time and even better this time around. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the lone running back. Got a little grass. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. Big fella moving. Touchdown, NC State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. This guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
The give to the back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down.
Lets it fly. He's got it down the field. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40. Pitt coming to the line after getting another 1st down. Under pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Hits inside, it's Overton. Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Panthers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Touchdown, Panthers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do, build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Makes the grab, turning it on, and he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Out of the gun, here's Quentin Joyner. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Looking for a gap. It's Scott. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Guys, let's talk a little bit about NC State. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
Long way to go on 2nd down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. They'll give it to Joyner. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They've got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. From the gun, it's Overton. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Got him downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. And the Panthers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Left side, it's Overton. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. The Panthers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Overton. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Pittsburgh now has it in the red zone. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Rush is on. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. And now the Wolfpack will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. So now on comes the field goal unit. Good right down the boulevard.
Man, so many more times we're going to say go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Panthers! And they turn it into a defensive score. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Got enough for the first down. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking for a crease. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. Let's open the show with Vanderbilt taking on the number 19 team, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. And it's the Commodores with the first half lead on this juggernaut, and they're trying to make history today. Going to take a lot of discipline in this second half, but they're almost halfway home. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Big Ten.
Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the third quarter. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at half.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Needs it. And that's not going to come close as the defense stops him well short of this first down. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Running inside. It's Overton.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
The Panthers heading quickly to the line. Out wide right, it's Yates. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Selling the fake. Out out wide left. It's Austin. Runs through a man, and he might have space. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Tough run here. It's Overton. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the running back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Panthers. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Running to the left. Got the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
There he goes! And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. NC State a lot of freedom to do anything here on 2nd and inches. Here's Quentin one more time. Snowed under by the defense.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Pittsburgh sends out the offense to start this drive. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
Going deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Left side is Terry. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. On the run, it's Scott. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
I got to be honest, guys. I'm a little surprised by the coverage on that play. It's 3rd and short. You can't allow a hitch route to pick up the first down. You've got to have way tighter coverage than that.
NC State on the move, set up with another first down. Give to the single back. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Right back to the well. Got the first down. He stopped it. He's got enough to move the chain. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Going to the run, it's Scott. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you there.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Wolfpack. The defense putting points on the board.
This is just complimentary football, and we're seeing it now. Offense scoring points and the defense doing their job. Great job flying to the ball, forcing that football loose, picking it up, convoy to go score, David. Everything going their way.
Everything going their way, making plays, and this offense is going to have to find some answers. Now dug yourself a hole. Going to get in predominantly passing situations. This offense has got to find something fast.
And the returner will be brought down. The Pitt Panthers offense out there to go on the attack. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Out wide left, it's Robinson. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Making his first move. He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Checking in from the Wolfpack sideline. Guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Quentin Joyner. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Quarterback changing the play. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quick give. It's Scott. Turning it on. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll give it to Joyner. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. 1st and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. Joyner again. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And the punishment has been extended. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. And he tacks on the extra point. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Fires on the move. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Overton. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. The Panthers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Smith takes the handoff. Following the play, there is a Pitt Panther slow to get up. That is the freshman tight end who's still down on the field. We hope that's not too serious. Holly will keep an eye on it. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. This time they'll throw it. Got his man. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Looking to throw for it. Oh, pressure's coming. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Pitt! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Hey, man, I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Quentin one more time. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quick.
Caught, and he's got room. The tag! And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. Running the red zone. It's Joyner. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And the pummeling has started. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Pittsburgh sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
2nd down, going to throw it. Rush right in his face. Face the grab. That ought to be enough to give Pitt the 1st down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving for the year.
In traffic, it's Robinson. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Straight ahead, it's Smith. Sweet cut there. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it right at midfield. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. They're going to ride this running back.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. In the backfield, it's Schmidt. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes it on the run. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some play.
Makes a catch, 1st down and maybe a lot more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Wants to keep it in the air. Look out. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. They are controlling the ball, 9th play of the drive. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. They're all over it. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Here comes the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on 4th.
Makes a grab and room to run. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They came out hot on this drive. 1 play and already near midfield. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Breaks into the open. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. He's had a day, 103 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. After that huge play right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Lewis. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Handoff again. Fighting off the defender. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like, when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a...
Just steamrolling the defense. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Looking to pass. It's Bailey. Stepping to the right. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. Slams ahead. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. Not gonna make it, and the 4th down gamble backfires.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Left side is Smith. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Second and long here. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Right on target this time. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Right side, it's Yates. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. This defense will try to keep everything in front. There's some daylight. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to do it for this one. When you hit this point in the season, week 7, you sort of turn the corner, and you remain unbeaten at this point. You've morphed into a championship contender.
Yes, but you don't want to peek too far ahead, Reese. You kind of want to be like, nothing to see here, just move on. We haven't accomplished what we wanted yet. We haven't accomplished what we set out to do. It's week 7. I know you guys got bigger hopes and bigger dreams than just being to week 7 and being undefeated.
And guys, I've been really impressed with this team because they just seemed to always have an identity. From the very beginning of the year, they knew who they were, they knew what they were going to go out and try to accomplish and how they wanted to dominate teams. And they've been able to do that to this point. So, David, to your point, just keep getting better.